Yes.
Keister.
Tushy.
Booty.
Forward and back and
Cheeks.
forward and back and forward and back and
Forward and back.
forward
Alright,
and
shut up,
back.
Flap.
Please kill me.
Okay.
No, not allowed. Well, if you want me to, I can.
No.
Please. Kill me.
Oh, alright.
No, that's next
we'll
week.
Do that. We'll do that next time. Okay. Hello. We're going back in time a little bit today. And gonna have a little campfire scene. But maybe not an actual campfire, but a spiritual campfire. Wave hands in air. A spiritual campfire.
Like you just
Of a night, the night before all this happens. So we can get
Was the
some
night
closure.
before battle.
Was the night before Doom.
Doom.
So on the day before the attack
no day
begins,
shall come before doom.
everyone gets together at some variety, and we're going to have some conversations and do some stuff. And I'm just kind of here, just listening. So, okay, that's the intro. Have fun. I'm gonna take a nap. Goodbye.
Well,
You could have tried just like a little harder, but alright.
Fuck you.
You wanted 0
He's
effort.
contractually obligated to be here this week.
It's true.
he didn't sign up for
I
this.
showed up. I didn't have to be here.
You did.
So after we all get done doing the various preparations that our party members have done, we'll have a little bit of time to sit together as a unit, a weird eclectic unit that, different backgrounds that should not work well together, and in some cases still don't. But we have one more night, and we're all just gonna sit down and looks like have some emu meat, because that's what that looks like on the spit.
Oh, hell yes. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
And looks like there's a moon visible, probably stars above. It's less, maybe a little bit less whimsical than the last time we did this, when most of us got drunk and silly. But
You see a big speed of meat on a thing and don't think that's whimsical? What's wrong with you?
I mean, it's the tone is a little bit more serious. Like, there's a big battle
That's-
coming up tomorrow, and
Yeah,
I don't know
you're
that we're
all
all gonna threat.
potentially going to die.
that's why it's less whimsical.
Go to
Well,
bed.
that's not my fault. Fine, I will.
Damn. Grandpa's cranky.
I guess after taking their portion of emu meat, Nippano's gonna sit down with it and look over at the others and be like, "So, what are you all doing after this is over?" Assuming we all make it out.
Well, Ori kind of puts down her plate and looks thoughtfully at it. I have more or less been removed from my post as chief of the village as a condition of this alliance. I can still stay in the village, but whether I'll stay in the village, I'm not really sure. Life's kind of up in the air.
Lyle chimes in, after taking a big sip of his drink. He says, good riddance. Like, I didn't like Bertie Sanders there, his tone, but, you probably dodged a hell of a bullet there. Like, being the leader of a whole village, being responsible for all that, that's a lot of work. You don't want that.
At one point in my life, I thought it would be my future. Then it wasn't. Then all of a sudden it was, and now as a way to maintain peace between the clans, I'm being asked to leave. So, I think that's what a good leader would do. Accept those terms and go on about their life and find something new.
Absolutely. all good leaders want to leave.
Maybe.
You were kind of in exile when we met you. This is, I guess, bringing you right back full circle.
Yes, it is.
When you put it that way, it sounds like we accomplished absolutely nothing. Makes you think.
Yeah.
Wow, feels like we accomplished nothing, huh? That makes me feel better about it.
Good talk.
I mean, I guess, are you okay with that? Are you, what? How do you feel about the prospect of, you know, kind of being nomadic, traveling?
I had a plan before I ever took the job, and sorry, name's escaping me of the town we started in. The job, Andoran.
Andoran.
I had a plan before I ever took up the job in Andoran, and that was to make enough money to buy myself a nice little place isolated from the rest of the world and just live in peace. I don't really like, what I was trying to do from a young age, if I'm honest. I think maybe I'll hang up the swords, hang up the scythe. Just live for me.
Just live for me. Good words to live by.
Of course, I hope I'm not alone.
Well, takes a big sip of his drink.
Sounds like that ship sailed.
She's kind of looking at Lyle.
Mm.
But you know, long time together. Maybe you have your own ideas.
Yeah, I'm not much of an idea
Eggs
guy.
pile on. Ah, come on. Surely you got something. Seems your pals and Murrows are no longer after you, if they even ever were.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. I mean, what's home, really? You know, I grew up in Pyrmont, and it's been a long time since that was home. And then Muros, it was and it wasn't, I suppose. Feels like it's been a long time since that as well. Andoran, everywhere else I've been. It's been mostly just about staying alive. I haven't really thought that much about, settling, living. Like really living. Might be nice.
Tori kind of nods her head. I think so too. Don't know where I'd go though. What do you think?
Somewhere not where I've been sounds nice. What's Oakheim like?
Yeah,
we've
been everywhere. And Jen, what's up? What's it like there?
Well, like most of these regions, it kind of depends on where you go. Highlands have some warmer spots, some colder spots.
Where were each you guys growing up?
Do you like cold and rocky, or moist and marshy? Those are pretty much your two choices in Alteraam.
Oh, moist sounds nice.
Cold and rocky sounds like home.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that was home a long time ago. Adam, what part of Volcom are you from again?
Hang on, trying to get this map. Being fucky. Oh, there we go.
Well, it was part of the cold and rocky part, right?
Yeah. I mean, while we tend to travel all over, I'd say the place the Wildfang tribes tend to roam the most would be the highlands of Volkheim. So you do have some cold and rocky, but you also have some rather misty and honestly rather really awesome views.
So you were kind of nomadic tribe? You traveled around? Didn't have like a specific space?
Home base. Home.
We go
House.
where the hunt goes.
Oh, interesting.
Your tribe, your ancestors are so important to you from what I know. You don't have like a burial ground where you lay them all to rest when it's time?
Well, there is that. There is. We do try to stay at least somewhat closer to water, so that when the time does come, we can see them off as they make their way through the misty seas.
Oh, you do like a burial at sea sort of thing?
Sometimes it's a sea, sometimes it's a river, sometimes it's at a lake. It does depend.
Oh.
But if you travel around the highlands enough, you'll find where we've made our homes generally.
See, I always just assumed that when you guys would die, you would harvest the bones and wear them, because that's what I would do if I was a warrior tribe.
The bones of our people?
Yeah, is that weird? Is it weird to wear the bones of your ancestors?
Yeah, it is.
Adam just kind of scratches his head. Oh,
That would be typically frowned upon, yes.
Wow.
The
All
Donna
right.
just kind of nervously fingers the necklace around their neck.
There's a
Adam
guy.
looks over at Napana. That's not a goblin tooth, though, is it?
I think I told Adam about this.
Adam doesn't remember.
It is not.
It's an owl beak. Goddammit. No.
Well, no, it's a dragon's tooth. So it's not like I'm not sure what you'd have to be all that nervous about, even given your
There's a guy in Muros I knew.
lineage.
He was a knight, and he would when he would defeat an enemy, he would take a body part, not always a head, sometimes a head, but like it could be a limb or whatever, and he would impale it on the big spikes coming off of his armor, and he would leave it there until all the meat fell off. That was supposed to be a funny story. Was that morbid? I feel like that was morbid.
That's rather brutal, and even for my folks.
Oh, well. Maybe I need more to
Sounds like
drink.
it'd be quite
less.
fun to fight, though.
he was kind of a pussy, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was
That
just, he was, you know, I don't know. Like, he wore so much armor, like, you couldn't even tell there was a person in it. Like, most of the time, people would just get tired from, like, hitting him with stuff, and then would pass out, and he'd just roll over them. It was really stupid, actually.
Huh. That's one way of fighting, I suppose. But yeah, I guess to clarify, I mean there are seasons in Olkheim, much like there are seasons in these lands, and when the winters get particularly cold, it's not as pleasant being in the colder parts of the mountains, so we'll tend to move a little farther south for a while. And
Or
then
you
come
migrate
back.
throughout the year. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, it's just it's more comfortable that way, and it helps. It helps so that we all know the lands inside and out,
Are any
where
emo?
the beasts gather, where the
What kind of beast we
no,
talking?
but
No emu. Fuck.
no, but there are other
Penguins?
birds,
Penguins?
mammoths.
Mammoths! Oh,
Mammoths are a bird? What? No, I've been
No,
told
no.
differently all my life. Can't be true. Surely it's not.
I think he meant one of
They
those
are not.
one of those mammoth albatrosses. Those are like as big as a wagon.
A wagon?
Yeah.
Adam just kind of pinches the bridge of his nose and just
There
shakes
was a-
his head and waves.
Yep.
No, not mammoth birds, just mammoths, the big woolly elephant things.
Oh. You see how
Like
the
their
ma-
tusks are bigger than the horn we took from that Oni.
the
Pretty tasty, not gonna lie.
mammoth albatrosses, though, you get them in northern Muros sometimes. I knew a duke that had one and would like he would have his meetings with it sitting on the chair behind him, and honest to God, this bird was so damn big. Like it is unbelievable. It was a big fucking bird. And I heard that he would feed his enemies to it, but like I don't even know if those things eat meat, but it is a big fucking bird. Like I would believe it would eat me if someone told me it was gonna. So that's probably why he had it. Sorry, I'm getting
That sounds
distracted.
tasty.
That's I bet it. Oh, I bet it would taste good.
While just oversharing.
Sorry,
That sounds like it'd make a really good feast.
the floodgates are open. I have no filter anymore. You
Or
guys
he's
know.
just imagining like a woolly mammoth just like coming up over the hill, huge woolly mammoth, and all of a sudden just big wings. And just flying away. My god. I was scared of dragons, and now I got a whole new fear.
The forgotten tribe of Tengu that she never knew.
Yeah.
Why would
The
you be
barrel
scared
ones.
of dragons? They're assholes.
You seem a little scared of dragons.
No, they do
Fire-breathing
still-
lizards?
Those are in Olkheim too.
Oh, the lizard people. Oh man, yeah. Never mind. All kind. I fucking hate lizard dudes.
Well, that is true. There are lizardmen as well,
Man,
but there are other people that. Well, I mean, although doesn't sound like the Panos from the same group. There are also people who. Well, the way I'd always heard it was that they worshipped dragons too, and almost cult-like degree. Where
Dragon
our
cult.
people would, where our people would call upon spirits as a means of guidance and a means of just staying true to our heritage. The rumor has it that these people would try and use spirits as a means of awakening lost dragons or communing with dragon spirits.
Wait, are these the same people that wanted to fuck the dragons?
Whoa, hold up. Wait.
Adam
Wait, did
blinks
they?
a couple times. Can
Can you do that?
No, but they tried.
Oh.
well, I mean, I wouldn't. We fought a half dragon.
We did. Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait.
we did. You're
Wait,
telling me that.
Wait a minute.
I
Is that where they
don't-
come?
I would
Is that where
not
they come
rule that
from?
out.
Is that where they come from?
Don't
Thank
forget that that was a race
I
game.
knew half dragons were a thing. I didn't know. Wait, can dragon? Adam, wait. Did your people?
Adam puts a hand to the back of his neck.
The Pano did your people?
I can safely say the Wild Fangs
Can a
not. They
can a goblin and a dragon do? Can you imagine?
Maybe.
What's
I don't
weirder?
know how?
What's weirder, like a goblin and a dragon, or like a donkey and a dragon? Because I've heard of that.
Yeah, we
I'm
actually heard a
so
folk tale
uncomfortable
about
right
that
now.
on the Olcom continent. There's a swamp. There's a swamp in the marshlands, and an ogre lives there. And
Yeah, the big green giant. I've heard of him too.
That sounds terrible.
it's a story that they tell to young goblin kids to kind of keep them in line.
Oh.
I hear he sneaks up behind you.
You know, I had no idea that goblin culture was so rich, if I'm being honest. You know, Keck was telling me some stories earlier. I didn't listen to half of them, but I actually think he was yelling them at me. He might have been just yelling insults, if I'm being honest. I don't really remember. I wasn't paying attention, like I said.
He probably was. No, I think every culture has stories. Most of them just, only have importance to the people, involved. Not necessarily interesting for outsiders.
But I mean, to answer that earlier question, I can't say for sure because I'm still learning about these people. But it would appear that their affinity for dragons has given them some benefits, and much like Shere Khan over there, they've sometimes those attunements manifest in the form of a spiritual companion.
Oh, so it's like a pact with dragons thing. See, you were telling me a bit about some of the stories and the visions you had, and, I'll be honest, I was a little drunk at the time, but my takeaway from it was that your mom was a dragon, or that your mom bucked a dragon or something. I was really confused, if I'm being honest. I didn't want to, press the matter while Gazelle was in the room, though, but he seems like he's kind of vegging out a little bit, so I don't think it's a problem.
Adam kind of
Oh, I'm just
looks
waiting for my
down.
opportunity.
Adam kind of looks
Uh-oh.
down towards the
He
fire.
stares at him.
No, I don't think she herself was directly related to a dragon, if that's what you're asking. And
Interesting.
she certainly, and my father, the chieftain or current chieftain of the Wild Fang tribe, was also not related to any dragons.
Oh.
However, it's well, how do I put this? I can't imagine that the news of a Wild Fang chieftain falling for a cultist would have gone over very well in our tribes.
Interesting.
I certainly don't remember any dragons being around when I was young.
You ever do anything crazy like put dragon's blood in your veins? There was a
That
guy.
would imply I've. Go on.
Oh,
Now you've got me intrigued.
Oh, no.
Sorry, it reminded me of another thing. There was a guy that we had at Grimstad's Manor once, and he would do that. He would he would leech his own blood and then try and transfuse tiger's blood into his veins because he thought it gave him incredible powers.
What? What
I'll
did he
be
think
honest,
of it?
I don't know anything about that, and from what little I have learned about, well, they obviously don't call themselves cultists. And Adam kind of motions on her, which has been imbued with those additional spirits.
Mm.
They called themselves Dragon Knights.
Oh.
Or more formally, they referred to themselves as Draconia.
Draconia.
But I don't think any blood-based connections were involved. Only spiritual.
See, it's probably a good thing because as far as I know, that guy died. And I'm not so sure it gave him powers.
That doesn't sound safe. Yeah, that doesn't sound safe or sanitary for that matter.
I heard the same story, except it was a kid with the corpse of a butterfly.
Okay. Wow. I've not heard that story, but
I don't even know where you'd get a fresh supply of dragon blood until we started this journey and met some of y'all. Kind of nods to Gazelle, and like we didn't even know there were any dragons left in the world. We kind of thought that they were all extinct and died out. We didn't know that the Morosian military employed some and ate his wife, or that there was going to be a soul dragon guarding Sage Mountain. We thought their power was gone from the world, or at least severely diminished.
yeah, well, I guess there's a lot of weird things in the world that you don't really expect until you've really gone out and seen it. Like, I didn't think there was any goblins that could form complete sentences, but, here you are, saying words.
That's a good point, though. If you knew the dragons weren't around, or at least in very limited quantity, what sort of stories do you have, Napano? Of what did your people, what did your tribes believe as far as dragons or other things around Olkheim were concerned?
Pano just kind of looks into the fire and sighs and is like, our tribe was boring and insular. We didn't really have a lot of contact with the outside world, and we largely just kept to ourselves. I don't know if we really have any interesting stories to share. At this point, Nappa kind of like flaps her wings excitedly, and oh, I know his story. Can we tell him? Can I tell them? And Pano's like, fine, if you want. There's no point in them not knowing, I guess. And Nappa just flaps her wings very excitedly and goes, there's a story that they tell back in Olkheim. Well, I guess I don't know if the lizard folk and the barbarian tribes know it, but it's a cautionary tale that they teach to goblin boys and girls before bedtime. It's a very spooky tale to frighten them all into behaving. At this point, Nappa kind of flutters to go and stand in the campfire, and she spreads her wings to gesture very dramatically.
Ooh, can I help?
Adam smirks a
You
bit.
mind if I add some theatrics to your little story? And she starts like weaving like some dark clouds and like some like lightning, some boom crash around Nappa as she begins her spooky story.
Wow, it's
She
like,
doesn't
holy
seem to
shit.
mind.
This is gonna... I know what'll enhance this. And he starts digging, see if he has any of those mushrooms from the fucking cave left.
So Nappa continues, especially for all the young and foolhardy children, the ones who are also full of life, so confident and self-assured in their own bright futures that just seem unshakable because they're too young to know any better. The moral is respect your elders, listen to what they say, don't get any crazy ideas in your head and go thinking that you're more than you are, that you're something that you're not. Nappa gives an especially big flap of her wings and dramatically causes the campfire to flare up.
Oh.
Anyway, on its face, the story's a simple one, very easy point for the children to all comprehend. There were once a pair of siblings, a brother and a sister, who longed for a life of adventure. They were young and unafraid of the world beyond their simple village, and one day they decided to climb a mountain and visit an ancestral shrine against the warnings of those prickly old elders. They were in the prime of their youth, after all, confident in their abilities, and they easily made it to the top. And while they were there, they prayed to their ancestor for blessing and guidance before setting off on their journey. At this point, Nappa flutters out of the campfire and goes to settle on a tree branch above the party and starts bobbing up and down very excitedly, causing the branches to rustle. But an accident occurred on the way down the mountain, and neither sibling was ever heard from again. Both lives needlessly snuffed out in a single tragic incident.
It wasn't a witch,
Were
was
they
it?
were they pushed down by a panda with a red spot on its forehead?
No, they were eaten by a witch, dude. She had a
The
candy
owl
house.
looks at Gazelle and does that thing where the owl flips their head upside down, like a look of confusion. No, I don't think that's what happened.
Oh.
But I bet you think that was just a spooky bedtime story. But that's what happened to us.
Ah,
Well,
I was wondering if
you were
that
the story.
was really a folk tale.
Wait. Question. How old are you exactly?
They all kind of flips their head upside down again, and what is time when you're a ghost?
Ghosts aren't real.
I'm glad that you think that.
Me too.
Pano kind of grunts and pokes the fire with a stick and sighs and says, except that's not the full story. Because only one of the siblings perished that day, and the other can never return back home.
No.
Kind of
Why not?
looks very wistfully in the fire and then up at the stars for a long time before kind of letting out a breath. And I don't exactly remember how it happened. I think either the ground underneath us wasn't solid, or one of us lost our footing in the ice. Regardless, the next thing I know, Nappa and I are tethered together, and I find myself dangling off the edge of a cliffside, unable to pull us up. Nappa kind of chimes in and says, I could see you struggling. I knew that I was going to drag both of us down, so I made the only choice that seemed right at the time. I cut the ropes so that only one of us had to die.
Oh.
Ano blinks back tears, but is a little bit more composed this time than up on Soul Mountain, and he says, after Nappa died, I tried to make my way back down the mountain, and I got lost trying to find her. And I would have frozen to death, but she found me instead. Snowy Owl appeared before me and guided me down the mountain, and after I recuperated, we learned how to communicate, and I realized who she was. Nappa chimes in and says, I don't know how it happened either. One moment I was falling and watching the ground come rushing up to meet me, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting in a tree. I don't know how I got there, just that I had to go and find my brother Pano. So I did.
I bet your soul was eaten by the soul of an owl, and they just...
No, I think my soul still belongs to me.
I mean, human souls are stronger than owl souls, so... Yeah.
Maybe, or in our case, goblin souls. But since that day, we've wandered around the lands using our unique connection to the other side to try to calm down restless spirits and combat the supernatural, and we'd always wanted to be adventurers, just now one of us was dead, it didn't really seem like any reason not to go around and do all the good we could until the day came that the other half died too. And now it seems like we need to come to terms with the notion that that time might be coming faster than we thought.
Oh, well.
And kind of looks away a little, still feeling a little bit of guilt over what had transpired there.
I mean, we might live. You don't know. It's just a flesh spider apocalypse.
Gazelle pats Napano on the head. It's okay.
Like, we could... It could all work out. It worked... Gladys was stopped before, right?
That's not what they're referring to.
Well, what do you mean? Like, you know, if it's defeated, then we still have a long and fruitful life to look forward to. Well, except for the owl, but, you know, can't win them all, I guess.
Tori kind of punches Lyle, like, could you stop?
Ow! I wasn't being mean. I was being dumb.
You and Gazelle both keep picking on him.
I'm not picking on Napano.
Napano.
No, Napano and I
Picking on who?
we're cool now, right? I think. Yeah, you know, let's shared trauma and all that. Never thought I'd.
I'm just kind of. Oh, go ahead.
Never thought I'd see the day where I fought alongside a goblin. How about a friend? All that stuff, you know.
And just shakes his head, and that's not really the problem at hand. Even if no. When we beat these things, Napano might not have. Granted, I can't speak for the lifespan of goblins, but there's a good chance that Napano doesn't have as long left as the rest of us.
What do you mean?
Well, you are old.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
Not you, idiot.
Things didn't go quite as planned when we were consulting the spirits of the Wild Fang tribe.
What does that mean?
Well, they were still willing to be drawn from their place of rest to aid us, but it came at a cost.
Well,
Well,
What cost?
and before I could really pay that cost myself, Napano offered some of their lifespan.
wait, those dickhead ghosts wanted you to pay your own years in exchange for help?
Adam just kind of nods and puts a hand to the back of his neck. Yeah, that's what they wanted. They knew they knew we weren't really dealing with seasoned warriors, and it was going to be quite an effort. Even
Wow. Those guys are douchebags.
I can't believe this.
yeah, they don't
Well-
they really didn't like being woken up. Apparently, I'm a
Well,
little surprised myself.
what did you tell them? What did...
You didn't agree to it, did you? Did you agree to this? You've already lost so much.
That's what I said.
Kind of in the firelight, you can see Napano looks a little bit more corpse-like than you remember. A little bit more, bony facial features, skin a little more tight, and maybe a little bit older than you remember them too. And they say we need to win this fight, no matter what it costs us. This is really all that matters.
Well, what does it matter to you if you're dead?
I mean, to be fair, if the Cladis wins, then being dead won't even help.
Yeah.
All our souls will be lost to nothingness, and no one will ever return to the earth to be reborn.
Wow, when did you get so grimdark?
Did you tell them that?
We told them that. It wasn't as much that they were unwilling, so much as it's
They just want to
really-
be douchebags, I get it.
it's really difficult to infuse a soul into another body. And since we have a little bit of practice with that, it made sense that we do what we can to make sure our troops are as ready as they can be.
So what? We get through all this and stop the Cladis, and we're supposed to just live happily ever after and bury you?
Yeah, that's the whole point, is that you go on living.
Well,
Adam just kind of looks
What's-
over at Lyle. That
we're supposed to all go on
he
living.
looks a little surprised.
Zell flicks a berry at Napano.
Napano doesn't even move, and the berry just kind of bounces off their forehead. And
You
Come
just
on, he
got
has-
buried.
He doesn't get hit by that for that. He's kind of say it, Tori.
don't
on
think that there's
account.
anything that would come of it, you know?
Well,
But the old
yeah.
man doesn't seem to care about anybody's emotions. It
Well,
seems
you
like
know,
he's so self-absorbed that he can just do whatever he wants, and nobody ever calls him out on it. I gave up a long time ago on that one.
okay, let me try. Barry, could you understand me? Wait, is Barry even here?
Stare. Barry stares at you.
I assume so.
Is he Big Barry?
No,
Not
this is
big,
before
big.
that.
I would say at this point he has a body.
Okay.
He's tearing into that emo chick.
No,
He
Barry,
stares at you.
you understand me?
Now fully bodied. Stares.
Is that a yes? No?
Meh.
Eh? Okay.
He said yes.
Hit him, please. I'm gonna point at Gazelle.
To Gazelle.
Gazelle just looks up at Barry, hands him a berry.
He takes the berry with new hand and eats it.
Come on, man! You can't at least
Adams
go
kind of smirks.
go upside his head, like he doesn't deserve it. You've never wanted to, at least once. Now's your chance.
Never thought I'd see the day where Lyle was worried about Napano.
I'm sizing up Barry.
Did you just roll something?
Oh my god.
Hey! He actually
It
succeeded!
fucking worked this time.
Are you trying to con Barry?
Yes.
Why? How?
Oh my God.
Why? How? What are
I'm
you
just-
trying to con? I'm
He wants to
confused.
engage in conversation, apparently.
I
Hey,
guess.
hey,
How do I
let him
engage?
cook.
How do I engage
Okay.
him in conversation?
Treat him like he's just another guy. I guess be his friend.
It's
This
working.
is a word for gazelle.
Okay.
Gazelle gives a thumbs up.
I would like to convince Barry to slap Gazelle upside the head.
I.
I make
Well, that's
him.
not one of these questions.
I make him.
That's not really engaging in a conversation.
Well, we're gonna parlay, aren't we?
That would be a parlay, I guess.
Would you like me to roll?
If you really want to, I guess.
Barry slaps Lyle.
Wait, hold on.
Barry just takes.
Damn it, it's not a hit.
Wasn't a hit.
Wow.
That's right, you did miss, so no.
Alright, well, Lyle tries to make a convincing argument to Barry on why he should go upside Gazelle's head, and presumably Barry just shrugs and eats the berry and goes back to what he was doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lyle just looks back at Tori and says, "You're right, there's no consequences for this man."
He tried.
Adam kind of looks. Adam looks back over at Napano. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I wouldn't let him talk to me like that, but or treat me like that. That's a weird one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
So
well,
said you-
I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Why are you mad?
why are you-
I don't want the goblin dying before me.
Oh. Let's not get crazy, but it does seem unfair.
It is unfair.
Gazelle
Feels
narrows his
strange.
eyes at Napano.
It feels strange knowing that my time is almost up, but really I've always been living on borrowed time. It's just a funny thing. We're actually only 14 years old, and there's still so much we haven't done. And I never thought that would tear me up inside. But on the other hand, we've seen and done things that no other goblin has ever done before, so I guess in terms of life experience, it all balances out.
Yeah, like I've seen
long
you
as I-
bathe.
As long as I live long enough to help you all deal with the Cladis, as long as I get to see how that ends, then I can die without feeling like I have any unfinished business.
Hmm.
At this point, Nappa like straightens up and cocks her head upside down again. And, wait, what do you mean no unfinished business? Don't you want to go back to our tribe? Say goodbye to our parents? And Ano kind of looks down at his hands, and looks up at Nappa, and kind of says very sadly, Nappa, I can't remember our parents or our tribe. The only thing I remember from Olkheim is Greshnadar and that mountain. The other spirit dragon, Darlai, said I had to sacrifice a bit of myself to bring you back, and I think I lost a little bit of me in that exchange. And I was like, you what? And Ano's just like holds up a hand as if he doesn't want to fight it. Like, no, really, it's okay. Really, it's fine. It's easier this way to look at things objectively without the endless guilt and suffering that I've been carrying with me. It's like the weight that's been holding me back is all fallen away, and now I have no more burdens, nothing to live on for. After we protect everyone else from the Cladis, I can join you in death, and then both of us get to fly free into that deep blue together.
Don't be so eager to die.
Gazelle throws another berry at Napano. That's it. If we make it through this alive, I'm taking you back to Olkheim. I'ma find your parents. You need to at least say goodbye.
Oh, no. It would be less painful for them, I imagine, to go on believing that we both died that day.
You really
They
think
have
that?
closure right now.
Wouldn't you at least want them to know that you're a hero?
I don't know that we've done anything heroic yet.
Sure you have. Look how far you've come.
We
We
make it
wouldn't be
through
here
this.
if it wasn't for you.
She's got a point.
It's better this way. You don't understand what holding on to grief does to a person. Not to say that none of you have grieved. I know that many of you have lost loved ones. But to dredge those memories up again and make it fresh,
Gazelle just
I
keeps
don't-
glaring.
I don't remember
slowly
them,
bringing a
but I
berry
would
to his
want
mouth.
to spare them that.
Do your parents love you?
Probably. I just told you I can't remember them.
I think
Hey.
if you saw them, you might remember them.
Owl, bro, you guys had
Nappa remembers them.
You had good parents, right?
Nappa's like, we had good parents. They were strict. They were maybe a bit suffocating. That's why we wanted to leave our mountain and see the world. They just really wanted what was best for us.
They took good care of you. They cared about you. Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that they'd want to see you again, don't you? You know, because listen, maybe I'm speaking on a line here, but if I had the opportunity to, Miles stops and he sighs. No, well, maybe I'm a hypocrite because I want to tell you if my parents were still here, I would want to see them. I would give whatever I could to just see them again and let them know that everything was okay. But when I was on that mountain, I was scared. I saw their phantoms, and I was scared of what they would think of me because of the things that I've done. And I ran away. And I really wish I hadn't. And you shouldn't, especially if your time is limited, you shouldn't leave with regrets. And you haven't done anything to warrant making your folks regret seeing you again.
I got my sister killed because I didn't listen to them.
It's not your fault.
Not your fault.
Mono shrugs. Maybe.
I think you're being too hard on yourself. You made a mistake, now you have to live with it for the rest of your life. What kind of sense does that make? You don't have a whole lot of time left anyway. Shouldn't you be trying to do everything before it's all over so you have no regrets?
I have no regrets. If we can stop the Cladis, we've had a decent life, such as it is. We've gotten to travel, we've gotten to see all kinds of cultures, we've gotten to genuinely help people and be with people during difficult times as they put their own loved ones to rest and help ease that transition. I think that's the best life
Very
could have led
interesting.
given the circumstances.
Good
Yeah,
perspective.
but isn't yours also important? Don't you want to settle things for yourself before it's over? Take care of your
Yep.
own funeral rites?
I don't have a past to go back to. I don't remember anything about Olkan.
Doesn't your sister? What about your sister? Didn't you think your
I was like,
sister might want to see your parents one last time?
We have had this discussion for years now, and ultimately it's his decision. As the one who's alive, I'm a ghost owl. Hi mom, hi dad. And again, on this side of things, the passage of time feels a little bit differently. Your perspective changes when you don't have such mortal ties. I've already passed on, and that kind of makes me free from those sorts of obligations. So if we went back, it would be for Pano.
What does Pano want to? Pano doesn't want to go back, it seems.
But where would you want to go then if you don't want to go back home? I mean, when all this is said and done, as much as I've enjoyed being around you guys, I don't see why we wouldn't go our separate ways once this is all said and done. Seems everyone has things to go back to.
Some of us.
I think
Do we
would
really?
probably wander until we couldn't wander anymore. Do what good we can with what time we have remaining.
Yeah, I'd like to stick together at least until you cross over. I don't want to see you fall somewhere where you have the will to keep going. You find it after the final battle.
You deserve, if nothing else, to be with people who know you and care about you in the end, especially after everything you've sacrificed. If you turn away from your family, then maybe, I don't know, like, maybe your friends are good enough.
Anu nods and seems to accept that, and Nappa's just like, please, oh my god, if none of you intercede, he's just gonna lay down in a ditch somewhere whenever it's his time. Please.
No, your sister's begging us, and she's helped us out a lot, so I think we at least owe it to her to make sure that you don't lay down in a ditch and die somewhere.
Yeah, or at least find you a really nice ditch.
By the sound of things, some of us are at least going to try and visit and see what Olkheim's like.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Adam does finally look over at Gazelle and Barry. What about you two? Bit of an unusual circumstance you've got going here. I know the Oni's native to these lands.
Well, I'm probably gonna go find my daughter.
Daughter?
Your what?
Oh, daughter.
Well, I mean, I didn't say here when we were on the death note.
DM coming in here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Even Raji doesn't remember. I have told him before. It's funny.
What? Huh?
I feel like he would remember that.
You're a deadbeat dad?
Yeah.
Got him!
Motherfucker.
Damn.
Barry
Wait a
will
minute.
slap you upside the head.
Wait a
That
minute.
revelation.
Barry, please.
Barry slaps you upside the head for being a deadbeat dad. No mercy.
Wow.
It doesn't count.
You don't have to roll. He does that. That becomes a real.
This whole
Ow, stop
time,
that.
I haven't known anything about you, really, because you're just so quiet and crazy, and now you go and reveal that you're a deadbeat dad.
Where'd your... Wait, who's...
It's only a deadbeat dad if you leave when they're kids.
How old is your daughter?
'Cause
You
it's all,
don't
like,
even know how
it
old
counts
she
as
is.
I think 63.
Is that young for Jord?
When was the last
No.
time you saw her?
No. How old are you?
Because I'll starts counting again, on his fingers.
He doesn't know how old he is either. Okay.
I can't remember actually.
Is she hot?
I think it's almost 200, but I'm not sure.
Whoa.
Probably.
You didn't answer the other question.
So when did this stuff with the dragon happen?
Hold up, is she hot? Let's not get distracted here.
Barry will smack Lyle up to the head.
Ow!
Thank you.
Tori can do it this time.
No, Barry, you can do it. He's got much bigger arms than I do.
He reached over and
That's fair.
smacked Lyle up the head.
Maybe
Ow.
it'll knock some sense into him if it comes from a fire Oni.
Doubt it.
Maybe it'll leave a mark.
Look, to be honest, I don't have a great conception of time.
You don't say.
Kind of blends all together sometimes.
Hmm.
But
It's like a poor excuse to forget that you have a family member.
I didn't forget. I've known this whole time.
Sorry, remove yourself from their lives and never mention it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say it sounds like you forgot, but I've known you for several months, and you've never once mentioned it.
yeah. Because it didn't come up.
I mean, I'm not, not the oversharer of family drama or anything here, but I feel like if I had family or somebody who I would like to go see, I would have at least mentioned it to the people I was traveling with.
I mean, to be fair, there was always the chance that she was dead. I wasn't sure.
This is very
How
depressing.
do you know that she's alive now?
I mean, I didn't see her on the Death Mountain. I feel like she would have been with her mother.
You just kind of thought she was dead and didn't bother looking, and now that you know that for a fact
I mean,
she's
she
not
has her
dead,
own life. I think, probably.
To be fair, I can't fault that logic.
Like, she
Should've
went
made
off
your
to do
wife-
her own thing. I mean, and then
I should have made your wife angrier too. I'm regretting
So-
it now.
What kind of person is she? What does she do? Is she an adventurer too, or does she live a peaceful life somewhere?
that's what I want to find out.
do you know her like name,
It's Kyoko.
Kyoko?
Hmm.
Okay.
Adam blinks a couple times.
I didn't even know if he knew her name. I kind of feel like we've just
It's a fair
found
question.
out that this person even exists. I feel like we should question it.
I mean, to be fair, you should probably question a lot of things.
Just how long have you been going around picking fights with dragons?
17 minutes.
20 years? I think.
Okay.
A lot of them blend together.
Okay.
Wow. My mind is
He
blown.
starts like kind of picking at his skin and then eating a berry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sounds to me like Olkheim is probably just as good a place for you to start that search as any.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the place personally. That's why I
How come?
left. But you know,
Is it the dragons?
it wasn't actually. I didn't hate dragons yet.
What's the deal
I was just
with Olkheim?
the Yord. We live underground a lot of the time, and it's very dark, very dank. I wasn't a fan.
You're not a fan of dark and dank?
Nah, I wanted to see the world
Oh.
in my youth of 40 years old.
Oh.
Man, I was such a child back then. He strokes his beard thoughtfully.
Well,
Wow.
Adam looks over at Lyle and Tori. Sounds like you guys want to go to Olkheim at least.
I don't know now. It's getting kind of weird now, but I guess I could find it would be fun to meet Gazelle's daughter and throw Napano's body in a lake or whatever. Is that
Well,
just
one thing's for sure: if you're coming back with me, we're definitely going to be telling our story to the tribe.
I do think it's important to stick with Adam at the very least, just because it seems like this Olkheim is covered with nomadic tribes.
Yeah, I got a question.
I'm not quite sure if there's any sort of real civilization there like we have here in Lynn.
Well, my
I think there's a little bit.
my understanding of Olkheim as a Morosian is everybody there are violent savages, and they make really good gladiators and slaves and sometimes hamburgers.
You wouldn't be wrong about at least 2 of those.
Hmm.
I mean, if you go underground, there's a dwarven city. Jordan City, rather.
Mole people.
I've never been
I
to
heard
Jordan-
stories of mole people,
Jordan
but
City.
that's a new one. I didn't know that you guys burrowed. That's kind of cool. Anybody else have any hidden daughters they want to confess to while we're doing this? You know, Adam, Yue, Barry.
I was just imagining Barry raising his hand.
Oh dear.
Does he
he
raise
was
his
leaving
hand?
his daughter behind.
Adam shakes his head, but
To explain why Barry wouldn't go upside Gazelle's head.
looks over at Yue and Otto. Well, what about you 2?
Yeah, what are you two planning on doing?
What are you
once
doing
this
when
is
this
over?
is over?
Yeah, what are you doing? What you doing?
Don't say it like that.
You're asking for Tori to slap you too.
Please.
I wonder if I can find a more loyal man in Olkheim.
Hey now, let's not get carried away.
Yes. I mean, you know, it's not like I'm really tied down or anything.
Hold on, you give me a ring.
I think the swamp ogre is available.
I pulled it off a corpse.
What? Well, that's true. That's like floor flowers. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I didn't get anything.
While this discussion continues, Lyle is like digging through his satchel.
I'm sure whatever it is buried among the stolen artifacts in there and other small trinkets is enough to make me think differently from what I've been witness to.
Well, Otto / UA.
What are you two doing?
What's the plan?
Go back to Antran, probably. We just build my shop. And, yeah.
I'll have to come back when we're done exploring Olkheim.
Well, if you lose a limb, I'll make you a new one.
Hey, there's a good chance one of us will get maimed.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Or the end of
comfort.
the week, even.
By the end of tomorrow, probably.
Oh, goodness.
one of us is apparently at death's door, and one of us is technically a soul that died a long time ago, put inside of a robot.
Can you build a
One
robot?
guy here was beheaded, and he has a new body to go with his head. I don't really know what's gonna happen.
Can you build a robot body for Napono?
No, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry.
Did it for Otto. That's not fair.
I didn't put his soul in the thing.
Did you
I just
not?
made the body. No, I just made the body.
Where did you learn to do that anyway?
Wait,
How do you make robots?
Otto's jealous.
The same way
and
you
wants to be
make-
the only robot.
Well, that's fair. He's the only robot for me. He's my boy. I making. I
What do you
mean,
mean?
making. Okay.
Yeah, what's up, Otto?
Yeah, what's up, Otto?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm not
Otto?
here to talk.
Living without those that you love and care about is difficult. know that from experience. Those that pass on aren't the ones that will have it the hardest. So I think it would be a good idea for Nalpano to go and see their parents. And for Gazelle to find his daughter.
Gazelle gives a thumbs up.
And for us to be together for as long as we can.
But you don't want to just go back to Andoran with your mom? Run the shop?
Maybe.
What if what if some Tengri gets the drop on you and ties you up and kicks you over in the middle of the road again?
Adam smirks.
Maybe they'll become my friend too.
Aw.
Wow, just smiles.
Might have to stay in Andoran for a little bit, but no, I have a trip to take. I have a goblin to tend to.
What do you
I
say?
will be back.
What do you say before we all go our separate ways? You know, nothing says the journey has to stop for us. You know,
I mean, Andoran is a port town.
we could definitely.
Whereas you got here on a boat, we can always just appropriate one.
We could just, you know, stay together, go to Oakheim, have more adventures. You know, the all of us could.
It's not like you have a bag full of ancient treasures or anything.
I know, right?
Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Meet the warrior tribes, learn about the rich history and culture of goblins and the caves that they crawl out of.
Hey, you could say that for the Yords too.
Yeah, you know, meet the mole people. See if Gazelle's
It's a pretty
daughter
big hole.
takes after her father or her mother more.
What was that, Gazelle?
It's a pretty big hole.
That's what she said.
I think that would be fun.
You think so, little guy? I think so. Doesn't sound like much of us have a home to go back to anyway. Except for Yue, except for her house is exploded, you know. But if she wants to go back to an exploded house, then I guess that's cool. It's not like exploded, but, you know.
It was just wrecked. I can fix the windows. I can fix the furniture. It's fine.
Sure,
Nah.
Zayfon wouldn't mind out anyway.
I'm sure I can get Zyphon to give me a new shop.
No way. I think that...
I mean, you'll probably need it at this point.
I think you're stuck being on the
I
road.
imagine.
I think you
I
got
imagine
things-
your original
things to
place has
do.
probably been taken by the bank.
Squatters.
Give it a
Definitely,
date.
definitely
Some
squatters.
squatters.
You know,
Probably
I'll
some
say-
big
there's-
rats in there.
there might be like some deadbeat burger chef moving in there. Who knows?
That's not real.
It could be.
I don't know
Those
who you're
don't
talking.
exist.
They never exist. Never.
And who knows? We go to Oakheim, go on an adventure. We might get to, you know, punch a dragon in the face or eat a mammoth albatross. Sky's the limit.
I'm always
Seems
down
like
for
as
dragon
good
punching.
ideas, any?
All right. Well, I'll drink to that. And Lyle holds up his drink. Says, "To the adventures to come."
Here, here.
Gazelle raises his own mug. Aye.
Mm. And you know, only way we can be sure to have more adventures is to pull through tomorrow. So everybody, be sure that you fight your hardest, okay? You know, no half-assing it.
I'll make sure to roll as high as I can. I mean, punch as hard as I can.
You tell him, Otto.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Are you just posting moves?
Yeah.
What is Lyle trying to do now?
Nothing.
Is there like more questions that you have for anyone, or is that kind of a logical place to cap it?
I feel pretty good
Does anyone have any more
about it.
questions to ask of anyone?
I'm more than happy to keep going for a bit longer if anybody has anything to add.
No.
But it feels
Nobody has
pretty.
anything to add.
Seems like a good conclusion to me.
It feels pretty good.
I think it was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron?
We got a path forward after it's all over, and
I'm good.
Maje?
The post-game
anything to add?
adventures into Okan. No, he's asleep.
No, he's
He's there.
not. He's. What are you doing, Maje?
I'm not asleep. So that's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cutting the music.
Oh.
God. What's happening?
The camera shoots underground into the dark, shooting through the rock and rubble, through the floors of the last tower, cutting through all the endless chambers and locks and vaults that line this place, all the hidden relics, and we go to the very bottom. There is a large, vast chamber surrounded on all sides in a large dome. There is one side of a large metal door locked securely and tightly with several different locks, but we shoot past that to the chamber itself. It is dark except several blue lights lining the dome to illuminate the space.
It's an
There-
Ari.
There are cables reaching across to the center of this chamber where they hover, attached to some sort of contraptions that hold an object between the several different ones that are there, suspended in space. As it floats, not touching anything, there is a stone the size of a boulder, perhaps the size of, let's say a cart. It is round, it is rocky, it is a meteorite, as far as anyone could tell from first glance. There are cracks along it, but the rock itself is strange, alien. No one here knows what it really is made of, if anyone were to ask. Not that anyone is permitted inside this chamber. We zoom in toward that rock, toward one of the crevices, one of the cracks that line it, into the dark inside. And we see movement. Something shifts, it twists, and writhes inside, as if stirring. And we see something shift and then come to a stop. And then an eye opens. And then it goes dark. And that's it for today.
Hate to hear.
Mm. Mm.
spooky.
I'm sure that's nothing.
Oh, it's probably fine.
That's probably fine.
I'm scared.
It's fine. That's not ominous at all.
It's fine.
There's no way that's related to anything that's going on whatsoever.
No,
of course not.
Why would it be?
You just like spooking us. We all know
I
that.
Damn it,
do.
Sorum.
Yes, basically.
Lies back. God damn it.
Yomi.
No, get that out of here.
To the goon dimension.
Off to the good.
That's not what this. That's not what this is, silly. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it
One-
here. I'm so glad I'm killing all of you.
One infinite Tsukiyomi.
I hate it here.
100 billion Tsukiyomi.
God damn all you fucking nerds.
A whole goddamn lot of Tsukiyomi. Oh, I can't even hold all these Sharingans.
All right,
Oh my god.
turn off this goddamn recording.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye. Penis, 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 penis,
Key
penis, penis,
star.
penis.
Cock.
You know what? Boobies.